Hi, welcome to another of these R videos that I've been making. This one's on installing R on your computer, and normally I only release these videos for Mac or Windows machines, but today I'm also going to go through the process for Ubuntu. So if you've got a Linux machine, this may be very helpful in showing you how to get R set up. So here is, I'll just minimize this window so that you can see it. There we go. My brand new, freshly minted Ubuntu virtual machine, which is running in the background. And so now what I want to do is install R and RStudio on it. So going back to my slides. I'm going to, in this video, cover how to install R and RStudio, and in the next one I'll talk about installation and loading packages. This is an introductory unit, so normally I would say, hey, no experience required, just bear in mind that anything involving Ubuntu is a little bit more, anything involving Linux is a little bit more complicated than the corresponding things are for Mac and Windows machines. So, this is not as straightforward. Okay. All the resources for this are online on my website and on YouTube, but let's just get things underway. So, installing R. Here we go. To do that, we go over to the R project website, which is www.r-project.org, and we click on this link, which conveniently takes us to the right location. Okay, so download R. Please choose your preferred CRAN mirror. And I guess I've accidentally opened that in a new tab. Okay, that's fine. I will click on the nearest one to me. I'll do the CSIRO one. Download R for Linux. And Ubuntu, that's my operating system. And okay, so here we go. There's a whole lot of instructions here you can read. I'm just going to pick out the bits that are most relevant to what I'm doing here. So I'm on focal fossa. That's 20.04. That's the version of Ubuntu I'm on. And so if we go down, scroll down a little bit further down the page, what we see here is what you need to do to obtain the latest R.04 packages. Add an entry like blah to your etc apt sources.list file. I don't think that's actually short for etc, but anyway. Because I'm on focal fossa, the relevant entry is this one, so I'm just gonna Control-C and copy that to my clipboard. Go over here to show applications, and then I would go searching normally, but software and updates, that's the thing I actually want, and that was in my recently used list. And I'll go over here to other software. This is a nice graphical, like a nice little GUI based way to add the relevant entries to the sources list. So if we go add here, and then we go Control-V, we paste it over, we say add source, and I have to remember the password because this is a new machine. Yep, okay, very good. Alright, so if life were kind, we'd be done right now, and we'd be ready to install, but life is not kind. So when I do this and say, hey, let's try and refresh the software cache, and it's going to give me an error. Yep, because we haven't given Ubuntu a way to authenticate this yet. So the key thing here is saying that the repository blah is not signed, so we can't update from this repository securely. So we should set this up so that we can actually do it securely. Okay, let's go back to the instructions. And the thing that took me ages to realize myself was that what you actually want to do is ignore everything for a bit and go do down the bottom to aha, here we go. Secure apt. So the Ubuntu archives on CRAN are signed with blah 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 blah, and so here we've got some commands that we can enter at the terminal, which should add to the we should add it to the system so that we can authenticate properly. So I'm going to do this, so Control C, and we'll bring up my little terminal over here and then go from Shift V. Okay, so this is the command. We type that in, and again the password, which I totally remember, just okay, executing all that. So it says that it's done it. So I am hoping, and this is the part where it's genuinely a little bit of excitement for me, because I am okay, so here we go. We should just be able to okay, this is the confusing part, because now we scroll back up. Aha, here we go. To install the complete R system, use sudo apt-get update. So let's start with that. Okay, so back over here to my terminal. Okay, and this is looking good, because it actually seems to be telling me that this is the key bit here. It actually did manage to read stuff from the new repository that we just added. So now we have the ability to do that securely. So it looks like that worked. And I will grab the, okay, install rbase. Easy. Control C. Back over here to my so terminal window. We'll just okay, so sudo apt-get install rbase. Here we go. And let's take a quick look at this. The following additional packages will be installed. Yep. Okay, that seems reasonable. Hopefully this will give us the correct version. Let's find out. So yes, I want to continue. Okay, so it's downloading stuff from the cloud.rproject.org. Let me just make my window a little bit wider. There we go, that's a little prettier. Okay, so we're just watching this thing install, and it's unpacking things, it's building stuff. This may, this part takes a while. It varies a little bit how long it takes on different systems and so on, but setting up rbase 4.0.4, that's the version we want. Yay! Processing triggers, and gosh, that looks suspiciously like we are done. I'm just going to go Control L just to clear that screen, and just to see if I type R. Okay, this here is the R console. So I mean, it's just running inside a terminal, nothing pretty like say RStudio, but that is definitely R. So if I just go 10 plus 3, yep, that's definitely R. And it's R version 4.04, so we've got what we want. So now I'm just going to go quit and close that, and it says save workspace image. Absolutely not. And we're done. Okay, so that's part one done. We now have the current version of R on our fancy pants Ubuntu box. Great. All right, so let's go back over to the slides. Okay. Here we go. So, if we want a nice, pleasant way of interacting with R, it would be nice to have RStudio installed. So to do that, I go over to rstudio.com. I'll just click on that link, and up comes the RStudio website. Here we go. And excellent. All right. So if we click under Products and go RStudio, the Premier IDE for R. Come on. Oh, I see. It's decided again to open things in a new tab because obviously I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're scrolling down and we're going. Sorry, let me try and manage this a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, it's got lots of features, open source edition, that's great, that's great. Let's do this. Download RStudio Desktop, which is absolutely what I want. And now it's going to say, what are we doing? Download the RStudio IDE. Yep, that's what I'm after. IDE is integrated development environment. I'm sure that all of my viewers are desperate to know that, or they already do. Seems more likely. Okay, RStudio Desktop open source license. That's the one I want. So I'm going to download that. And so we have some things for different operating systems. What I actually want is, there isn't anything specific to Ubuntu 20, but Ubuntu 18 is /Debian 10 is good enough. So I'm going to go over here and click on the RStudio 1.4.1106 amd64.deb file. Okay. Good-o. Alright, okay, so what I'm going to do is just tell it, now, I think I can just tell it to open it straight with software install. So I'm going to try that, because that makes my life feel a little bit less painful. And we doing anything? Don't find that super convincing myself. Alright. I'm going to try this again and go. Okay, instead of trying to be a smart... Oh, wait a minute. Failed to install file not supported. Okay, so apparently we can't do it that way. So let's close that. Let's try and do it the old-fashioned way and go save file. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I see. I've just tried to do it multiple times. Okay, over here. So download is complete. Alright. So let's go and have a look at open containing folder. That's nice. Alright, so I'm going to try, like the first thought I always have with this is just, I will try and open it with software install. I'm going to guess that that's going to give me the same error I got last time. But you never know, it might not. Sometimes things actually work for me. I think this is probably going to give me an error. Come on. Maybe it's not going to give me an error. It seems more likely than it is. So realistically, what I'm going to have to do, if this doesn't work, is remember how to install from a dpkg file. Oh, don't tell me you're actually going to do it. Brilliant, I don't have to bother going and looking it up again. Alright, here we go. Install. Okay, password. This is brilliant because I used to know how to do this and like from the command line, but honestly, it annoys me and I have to Google it every time. Alright, preparing. Installing. 98% done. And yet we're stalled again. Come on. Progress bars. Why are you like this? Uh-huh. And of course, we're now back at 46% again. Love it. You love to see it. Come on. I believe in you. I really think we can do this. We're gonna get there. Okay. I know we are. Maybe we are. This is always so frustrating. Oh, 48, 97. Very normal behavior. I mean, the sad truth is that it is very normal behavior, but oh my god. Okay, now we've got the long pause at the end again. Okay, that looks like it's done. So we'll close this and I will close this. So then in theory, let me just go over here to show applications and then just start typing in, let's just go R, and as you can see, one of our options there is RStudio, not that one. We don't want that one. We want this one. So we click on RStudio and we have, come on. Really want to hit stop recording, so show me the nice, pretty, yes, fine, I will allow you to upload crash reports to RStudio automatically. There you go. Okay, and now we have R and RStudio operating on our Linux machine, which was my primary goal for this one, so I'm going to say yay. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for... Oh, I'm sorry for everything. It's just late. It's late. It's past midnight. I need to hit stop and continue with this in the morning. Okay.